Boom, baby, we're alive. Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode number 532. Elon Musk buys Twitter. So, I did not plan to do this, but I want to talk about this because this is actually a red pill victory. And I have been watching things attentively, as I always do. And you guys know I have a pretty good eye for where the culture is heading. We all know that I called the whole, thing, right? We all know that President Biden was 1,000% elected with 100% integrity, and there's like nothing to worry about. We also know that everybody should get the vaccine, and there's nothing ever wrong with that. Was right about Bitcoin, and what I'm seeing now, we are at the very beginning, in my opinion, of the cultural shift. I think that the insufferability of America, the culture and all that stuff, American women, etc., feminism, I believe now we are just seeing the pendulum has maxed out over here, and now it's starting to swing back in our favor. Elon Musk buying Twitter is absolutely a huge victory. There's only one more victory better than that, and that is the victory of this Thursday, the Masculine Empowerment Network, baby, going live. Join us in the Masculine Empowerment Network. Go to masculineempowermentnetwork.com. Put your email address right here to get on the waiting list, and just read this. We actually have a testimonial page coming out as well, and we're going to have everything to show you exactly how to get everything you want. Okay, you are going to learn how to get girls. You're going to learn how to get money. You're going to learn how to be in shape. You're going to learn to have tip-top psychological health. All the guys in Inner Game Healing have done a wonderful job, and they're doing wonderful, wonderful things with their lives. Listen, what I do is I basically take the average guy or the below average guy, and I make you above average. That's the community that we put together. That's the theme of this whole network. And that's what I've been doing since 2019, and I'm very good at it. I'm responsible for a bunch of brands that have tremendous success. The Cultivate Crypto brand, the Fresh and Fit brand, helped Troy with his CAD Academy, Donovan Sharp with his Womanese courses, his marketing, General Roll marketing, even that ungrateful son of a bitch, Richard Cooper. I edited his audiobook 100% for free. I'm the gift that keeps on giving, right? That's what my name means. Jonathan means gift from God. But anyways, it all starts here, and we're going to continue doing this because I'm very, very good at what I do, right? So go to the masculineempowermentnetwork.com and get on the waiting list there and sign up, because you only sign up for 5 days, right? After those 5 days are closed, we go directly into the webinars. It's online webinar training where we are starting to teach people how to maximize their life in money, muscles, game, and frame. So Commando is putting the link in the chat. Thank you so much, Commando. I cannot do that, so please continue to do that for me, sir. Thank you so much. Love you with all my heart. Ghostmaker says, how is it a red pill victory? We're going to go into that, okay? We're going to go into that, okay? Matthew Bell says, I really enjoyed last night's topic, an eye-opener. I'm interested to see what John thinks of Elon. Elon is a mixed bag, very strong record on climate issues, but also happy to flirt with Trumpists, right? Well, yeah, yesterday, look, here's the thing. Yesterday's, am I becoming radicalized by shows like this? I hope so. Yesterday, I was talking about woman going through the hoe phase, right? And, Twitter's out of control, okay? Twitter's out of control. Let me ask you guys a real quick question. Okay. Uh, in your opinion, what do you think is the number one reason people use Twitter? Type it in the chat real quick. I want to ask you guys that quick question. I'm going to take a moment here um, to see you guys and see your answers. But there are a lot of things we're going to talk about. I'm pulling them up right now. It literally just hit me right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see. To fight, no. Attention, no. Self-promotion, no. Crypto, no. Luke Darren says news, very near, but no. Porn, lack of consequences behind it, no. To say what the fuck they want to say, no. Trends, no. Facebook user, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, but he says they use it for manipulation mostly, in my humble opinion. You're almost there. Okay, actually, so the number one reason and the number one use of Twitter is actually politics, right? It's like actually politics. That's the number one reason people use Twitter. And there's been a lot of information going on Twitter recently talking about how you can manipulate data and you can manipulate the reach of certain candidates and you can manipulate. I mean, for fuck's sake, Twitter banned the president of the United States of America, claiming he violated their terms of services. But you can type out the N word on Twitter. That's okay. I saw some guy today. I was on Twitter, and he's like, Elon Musk sold Twitter. I guess that it means I can write. And then he wrote the N word. I was just like, I retweeted. I was like, and I quote tweeted. I was like, uh, is this okay? It was anyways, the internet is full of wild child people. But anyways, you can stop the certain reach of certain political parties and progress the reach of other parties, right? Everybody knows Twitter is like, if you see a blue check mark on Twitter, it's like, okay, this guy basically sucks the SJW dick, right? And it is okay. There's a lot of stuff going on Twitter that is used to manipulate people. Okay, you guys have to realize this. All right, what you see on social media, you really, really, really have to think critically about it. Okay, and really ask yourself: is this true? Is this manipulated? Is this written by a real person? What is the deal? Okay, um, because it is so easy to manipulate and uh, create a false perception using social media. I'm going to give you guys an example. Okay, we all know what's going on right now with Amber Turd. Amber Turd and her hashtag me poo. Put a me poo in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Put a hashtag me poo in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Check this out though. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Damn you, Fox News. Oh, hold on. Can I beat you? Oh my God. All right, hold on. I have to allow ad. I have an ad blocker on. Damn you, Fox News. It won't even let me do this. Oh my God. Anyways. Well, you can read the headline here. Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Nearly 11% of Twitter accounts participating in the discourse are fake. Okay. So what they kind of are sugarcoating it a bit here. Okay. But the real thing is that it's 11% of the people supporting Amber Heard are from fake Twitter accounts. Okay. All right, here. I got another. Screw you, Fox News. God. I love being on vacation, but not having my proper setup is properly annoying. Here we go. I got another one for this. Here's we're going to talk about this here. Okay. Large percent of Amber Heard Twitter support is from fake accounts. A strange detail has emerged about Amber Heard's army of supporters on Twitter, with new research revealing a large percentage of them are inauthentic. Okay. Nearly 11% of all Twitter accounts participating in discourse surrounding Johnny Depp's defamation trial against his ex-wife Amber Heard are fake, and research shows. The majority of those inauthentic accounts are supportive of Heard, while most authentic accounts are supportive of Depp. According to an analysis of 2,300 Twitter profiles conducted by Ciabra, a tech company dedicated to improving online distance by detecting inauthentic behavior online. Whenever there's a lot of people involved, there's always going to be some level of additional inauthentic conversation going on around a topic. Okay. So this is just one example. And as you guys know, I love to constantly talk about how I was right about the coronavirus thing. Remember, we talked about this last year, most likely. But we talked about this coronavirus. We got banned. Twitter removes more than 170,000 pro-China accounts. Okay, Twitter had found that all of these accounts were ran by bots, and they were tweeting about multiple things in multiple languages, all relating to lockdowns. Okay, they have been trying to say, let's force the lockdowns. We need lockdowns. We need lockdowns. They found out all of these bot accounts were appearing to be people, and they weren't. And this had a massive influence. Because, guys, let's be honest. Let's just be real honest, okay? We shut down the world. The whole planet got shut down because it got scammed by China over a fucking cold, okay? I got coronavirus. You know what it was like? It was like 2 days of a bad fever. I was in Miami. It was right after Hot Dude Con. Some of you bastards in fucking Dallas gave it to me, or San Diego. I don't know. All of you bastards gave me coronavirus. It was a good time, though. It was worth it. But I was in Miami right after Hot Dude Con. I was miserable on Christmas because I was sick. And I remember I went to like those IV places. You know what I mean? Like those health IV places. And they gave me glutathione. They gave me vitamin C. They gave me a bunch of stuff. And I remember after I got it, I felt amazing. Sam Prashansky, member in the Hot Dude Army, took care of me. After that, we went to shoot guns and stuff. Sam is seriously one of the best people I've ever met. He is a great guy. He has a heart of gold. He gave me that pickup. We went and hung out, shot guns after that. Josh had drove me there. Josh, tech chief from Developer Direction, he drove me to the fucking clinic, and I felt really good. And then I kind of felt crappy as I moved into the night, and I was sweating a lot because I had the Omicron. So I sweat a lot. I had the Omicron. Who knows what the fuck is going on, really? But I just sweat a lot. I had a fever and I sweat a lot, and it felt cold. I was drenched. My hotel bedroom bed sheets were drenched, and then I guess I sweat out a lot of those nutrients that they put into me. So I went back to the place the next day, double dose. I was good to go. Corona's over. That was it. And they shut down the entire world. Ricky Bobby's in the house, our local Giga Chad millionaire, super rich guy. Love you, big guy, all the way up in Canada. One of the few cool Canadians I know. You and Ryan Stone. Yeah, he agrees. They renamed the flu, but we shut down the planet, and they're putting people in jail and concentration camps, calling them COVID centers, all because of fucking China and their whole massive misinformation campaign. Okay, so looking at this whole situation, okay, it's getting out of control with social media. Okay, and so in addition to this, right, Twitter has become more of a propaganda mouth machine to spread woke propaganda, right? To spread all that fucking cancerous uh, vitriol that they put out on Twitter. Like, it's just insane. They banned the president of the United States. That's not good for the country at all. And that's not good for the world to see, like, oh, your own country's company banned your president. If I was fucking Donald Trump, I would have marched down to Jack Dorsey and seized him out of his house with the fucking Secret Service. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's insane. It is insane to say the least. Okay. Um. So now we're going to talk about what happened here. Okay. So Elon Musk just bought Twitter for $44 billion. And he's taken the company private. They're no longer going to be a publicly traded company. Right. And this is a good thing. Okay. Elon Musk is red pill aware. Okay. There's red pill aware people, and then there's red pill practicing people, and then there's blue pill people. And with Elon Musk, he is red pill aware. Okay, he was caught on camera saying to one of his wives, like, I am the alpha and stuff like that. Okay, so he is aware of these dynamics, and he just dumped that nasty bitch Grimes. So I think he was smart enough to dodge Amber Heard, which is also that's a good move right there. Okay. Um. So by having a guy who is very based in science as well, right? And science is based in truth. And when he was saying shit like, I think pronouns are dumb or whatever. And um Grimes was like, "Oh my God, can you please stop saying that?" Blah blah blah. These people in Southern California make me sick. These people. Okay, top two people that make me sick. Obviously, people from Southern California, right? Because they just subscribe to this whole woke propaganda, woke agenda shit. They don't even question it. They don't even think for themselves. All they do is blindly fucking support whatever movement is being put in front of them because it's the cool, posh, hip thing to do. And we all notice this too, okay? Especially my black bros. As soon as it became cool to bang a black dude, these bitches in South California were out there like hooking up black dudes, whatever. And it was so like disgusting in it because it wasn't authentic. It was like, oh, I've been given the pass now by society. Now I can date a black guy. And they're kind of like, oh, these poor black guys, like, they've been given such a hard rap the whole time. Let's just like, oh, I'm gonna pity you. I don't want to date any fucking bitch that pities me. I do not need your pity. Okay, I'll take your jealousy, but I do not need your pity. Right? And all that shit comes out fucking from South California. Now, here's another problem. A lot of these tech companies, Facebook, Google, Instagram, you name it, TikTok, all their major headquarters are in Southern California, San Francisco, basically in liberal shithole California. And then they program all of their social media platforms with built-in messaging and built-in propaganda, built-in media, and spread that vitriol across the world. Across the world. Okay. I remember I guess it was 2020. I was 2020, right? Let me just show you how dumb people are, especially chicks who are addicted to social media. Okay. Because this ties into my second type of person that I fucking hate. And this is connected to the whole social media thing. Girls who are perpetually upset and like celebrating pathetic wins on social media because they have nothing going on in their life, right? My girl has one of these friends. She's a complete loser. And like, the whole male birth control pill came out, and she's like, finally, men can take birth control too, blah blah blah. It's like, how about you just like use a condom or not be a whore or have some fucking self respect and self responsibility to plan your fucking contraceptions, right? Has nothing to do with her. They, marching at the fucking Black Lives Matter thing, all this shit, right? So let me tell you a story. So 2020, I matched with some girl off of Bumble, some fucking scallywag, right? And I remember I woken up and it was like 10 a.m. and I woke up and she was texting me, and it was the morning time, right? This was like in April, May of 2020, right? And so she was like, "Oh," she was texting me. She was like, "Hi, I was out partying all night. It's like 9, 10 a.m. I'm hanging out now. What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm at my place. You should come over." Right? Never met this girl. Like total sketch hookup. Right? And she came over, and so then I was watching Django Unchained. Right? Quentin Tarantino movie, great fucking movie. If you've never seen Django Unchained, bro, Jamie Foxx kills it in that game. He is a fucking killer. It's so good. The white guy too, the white guy with the mustache. I forget his name. He's in all Tarantino's movies, but he plays the dentist. Oh man, that guy is a great actor too. I love the way he played it. And Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, if you don't like Leonardo DiCaprio, I don't know what's wrong with you. He's a great actor, So I'm watching Django, and this girl comes over, and I'm like, "What's up, girl? Like, clearly you're a slut, so let's do this, right?" So she comes over, she gets in bed, we're cuddling, we're watching the movie, and then we start having sex, and then we go back to watching Django when we're done. And then she's like, and like she can barely speak English. She's like, "Oh, this movie, like, can you, like, can we not watch this movie? This movie's really racist." I was like, What?" I was like, "What the fuck?" Because Japanese girls never say that shit. Never. Japanese people never say that shit. And I was just like, what?" And then she like tried to to lecture me. I was like, "Bitch, like I got more black in me than you. Like, this is not a racist movie. This is a fucking great movie. There's nothing racist about Django. It is how they talk back then. It's like a historically accurate uh depiction of it, right?" And so this vagabond is trying to give me some lecture, and I was just like, you just need to chill out and relax. I'm from America, like, this is okay. I know. I was like, "Why are you so worried?" She's like, "Oh, well, I was on Instagram and I saw this," and she showed me hashtag Black Lives Matter, and I was just like, "Oh, Jesus Christ." And then so we got to the talking, and then something came up about like me seeing her Bumble account, and I look at her Bumble account, and it's all black dudes. So she actually thought I was black. I guess in my photos, I kind of look black in some photos. I don't know, right? So it's all black guys and me. And so um I asked her, I was like, "So like why are you like what's up with this whole like," I was like, "You into black guys or what's the deal?" She's like, "No," she's like, "I just wanted to try to give black people a chance, because I saw this shit on social media." I was like, "Cool. Like, when are you gonna get out?" In my head, I'm saying that, right? Uh, so it gets better. We gets to the point that we're having sex and we're done, and we start talking about like her leaving and stuff. I'm like, "Oh, so where do you live?" She's like, "Oh, well, that's kind of difficult question." I was like, "What do you mean difficult question? Like, bitch, where do you live?" She's like, "Well, actually, I don't have a house right now." I was like, "Oh, okay. Like, you staying in a hotel? You from out of town? What's the deal?" And she's like, "Actually, I'm like homeless right now, and it's hard for me to live anywhere." I was like, "Okay, I just fucked a homeless girl." So, so to sum this all up, this is why I hate this type of person. This bitch is literally homeless, partying overnight, till 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, coming over to a stranger's house, having sex within the first 30 minutes of meeting me, and she's gonna lecture me on racism and shit that she has no fucking idea about, all while being homeless. This is authentic. Like, it's just so dumb. I'm literally speechless. Okay. Boost and Buses sounds like girlfriend material. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. uh yes, exactly. MLD banged a homeless Black Lives Matter supporter. Yes, I have. Exactly. And so uh these kind of girls, they're just like it's just not even the girls, the guys too, but women fall more victim to it. This whole social media propaganda shit. Like if you put hashtag me too on Twitter, there's like there's like a little icon there, like a girl like a fucking angry girl, like whatever the fuck that thing is. The Black Lives Matter thing, I think it's like three, like a black and a tan and some kind of fist, like showing like yeah, black power or whatever. Um, all these things, all these hashtag movements that are started and perpetuated and controlling the culture by a bunch of literal leftist psychopaths. It's not okay. Okay? It's not okay. You guys are hilarious. A homeless girl that helps black guys helps him with her pussy, right? Um, but yeah, like legit, that's a real story. And these kind of girls just insufferable. Like it's super, super insufferable. And it's just like that's real. That's real. That's what's out there. And I was experiencing that fucking cancer in fucking Japan. You know what I mean? And so it's just like at what point do we fucking stop this shit? You know what I mean? At what point do we just say enough is enough? And that's the thing. I think we have said enough is enough as a culture, enough is enough as people, because like think about it. Americans have like we have created Karen, right? And we have created the redheaded feminist Nazi chick. Like all of this has come from the woke movement, right? Being woke is not like being woke back in the day was like, oh, this motherfucker's woke. Like he knows what to talk about. Now woke is not cool. Woke is like a slang. Woke is like it is a bad thing. And it's all started from this garbage. And so Elon has done something incredible, which is he has purchased Twitter and he is going to change the narrative of the free world by allowing freedom to be spoken. Um, I've I've been banned off of Twitter. I've literally been banned off of Twitter like 9 or 10 times. Literally, like I'm like 9 or 10 times I've been banned off of Twitter, all for arguing with some fucking feminist cunt who can go on there and vomit her vitriol, her literal hatred-filled vitriol is okay. But me being like, "Ah, oh, bitch, you're kind of ugly," and this, like, I don't like what the fuck you're saying. Like, maybe if you were prettier, you'd be a happier person. Oh, he's bad. That guy's bad. Ban him. Okay. Ricky Bobby with the $10 super chat. Is there a video that talks about how you are able to stay in Japan forever, or are you permanent resident? So I am not a permanent resident yet. I have a visa, and there is a lot of things that need to go into. Uh, you have to go into a lot of detail with that to uh, to cover that accurately. Sorry, fucking girl is standing naked right here. It's distracting me and like signaling me to get in the shower with her. No, bitch. Daddy's gonna make some money. Okay. Girls are retarded. Just sitting there stripping down in front of me, distracting me. Sorry, guys. Booze and Buzzin says, also dating a Japanese girl at the moment. She started parroting these stupid left woke ideas. It really is spreading like cancer. So typically, the girls that do fall victim to that shit are English speakers. And that's the thing. Here's another thing, right? What I've noticed about Japanese girls that speak English, they become more westernized because of the media they consume, because the English language really taints them. I have dated girls that are like very, very like we call them domestic Japanese, right? And I've dated girls that are more like international Japanese. And the domestic Japanese girls and the international Japanese girls are like completely different. Completely different. Domestic Japanese girls who don't like consume so much like fucking like slut media. Basically, that's what social media does to girls. Like make like slut media. And the English language really taints them. I swear to God. The domestic girls are more feminine. Okay, they are way hotter. They are way more serving in bed. They're way more feminine. They are just like better. Like okay. This I have used my techniques. This is real life. Okay, I have used what I put in my online dating course Salt to build an amazing Instagram. My Instagram is the shit. Girls see my Instagram, they're like, okay, like we won't be needing these. Like this, here we go. You know. So, uh, I matched with this chick. She's so hot. I wish I'm not gonna put her on screen. She's like stupid hot. The guys in the Masculine Empowerment Network, they saw her before I closed the chat. Smoke show, smoke show. Okay, so my Instagram is fire. And I had never met this girl. She lives in a prefecture called Gifu, Gifu. And we negotiated to meet in, I was in, it was in Nagano. Yeah, yeah. And so I took the train up to Nagano. She drove from Gifu and we met. Like we never met. Like we went to dinner and like, so we went straight to the hotel room. We had sex and went to dinner. She was fucking hot, bro. Hot as fuck. Didn't speak any English. Um, barely spoke any English. And just like immaculate body, immaculate pussy, immaculate fashion, super fucking like, like oh my god, I'm coming in bed. She was like saying that in when we're having sex in Japanese. Just it's just a different type of girl. The domestic girls, just different type of girl, man. So and then the international types, one, they typically have gaijin fever, which like means they like to fuck foreigners, right? Two, these kind of girls more often than not are a little fucking off, and it's typically because they're in consuming that toxic negative data, consumed on social media, right? And then three, uh, it's just a lot of them go overseas too, right? Anytime you see like a Japanese girl who's an activist in the news or some kind of Asian girl that's an activist, right? 9 times out of 10, they have spent some time overseas in a Western country. That really, really fucks them up, dude. It taints them. I'm telling you, it undoes like their femininity, man. It undoes them, bro. Um, are Japanese women marriageable? If you do it in Japan and you stay in Japan and you find a good girl, yeah. And there are more good girls in Japan than there are bad girls. The whole shitty woman epidemic, that's a Western phenomenon, bro. Psychomantis, $10 super chaps. Thank you so much, brother. He says, shout out to brother John for getting me through this rainy workday. You, the real MVP. Thank you so much, Psychomantis. Appreciate you. Great game, Metal Gear Solid. Did you play Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes? That was awesome. It was a reboot of the PlayStation 1 version. Whew, that game is fire. Love that game. Remember that one scene when you're having that shootout with Sniper Wolf in like the first place where you fight her, and like it's where they capture him and they take him and you're being tortured and electrocuted. Remember, like the three dudes come down with like behind Snake, and he like grabs one guy's gun and he like throws his leg over another guy's barrel, and he pulls the gun out of his holster and like points it at another dude. Fucking badass. You guys know what I'm talking about? I'm not crazy. This shit is legit. I'm pretty bad at explaining it. That was awesome. I love that, man. Okay. Um, it was fucking great. Great game. Great game. Twin Snakes, phenomenal. You guys know what I'm talking about? I'm a super fan. I'm like a huge Metal Gear Solid fan, actually. That's why there's a guy in here, and his username is Lolly Low. Great guy too, man. Love Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, Psycho Mantis classic, absolutely. So, you know, I kind of went off on a tangent there. But anyways, going back, yeah, the social media shit, it taints women across the world. It taints them, okay? It really, really it really fucks them up, okay? And so the thing is here, right? In the Jesus Christ. Sorry, boys, being distracted. She's getting ready for me. She's shaving all the hair off her body. Uh, there's a big glass window in front of the fucking shower thing as well. I'm like, I want to turn my camera on because it's steamy. You can't see anything, but I don't want to risk it. Right? I'll show it to you. Let me see. Can I do it real quick? I'll do it fast one so you can see. I can't risk it because I might get banned off YouTube. You can kind of see her nipples. Like you have to look really close. I just won't do it. Anyways, she's distracting me. God, sexy shower show, right? Yo, you can hear the shower. Yeah, there you go. It's the microphone on these the AirPod Maxes. They're amazing. So yeah, the cancer out there really taints these women, right? And you can self a pic and show the screen. There you go. Let me see if I can do it. There we go. There's a little steamy silhouette for you. That's yeah. So a little distraction. Sorry. Doing my best to focus, you guys. Hey Ali, what's up, baby? Ali's in the house. Real Femme Sapien, one of my favorite female content creators that I watch. Her, and I do watch Portia just because she's on at like psychotic vampire hours, and that's like the afternoon in Tokyo for me. So I just go in there and troll. But anyways, the thing is here, with Elon Musk purchasing Twitter, and he hates this woke propaganda. Now we're seeing like a big change here. This is going to be a big shift in the culture, in my opinion. He's not like, all these people are like, I'm quit Twitter. This is like the same thing as like these morons at Spotify, like protesting Joe Rogan. He's like, do you guys even understand how business works? Like Joe Rogan is bringing people to your platform, which is funding your job. Like, I'm gonna quit if Joe Rogan's on the platform. Like, bitch, go ahead, quit. We will fucking replace you. We're Spotify. Okay. So I found a great article here on the Nikkei Asia, and I really just want to talk about that in regards to Elon Musk purchasing it. So Elon Musk purchased Twitter for $44 billion. And I believe Morgan Stanley gave him the loan and the financing for it. Okay. So we'll go to the article here. Tesla CEO Elon Musk buys Twitter. 4 things to know. Okay. So Twitter on Monday accepted a $44 billion acquisition bid by Elon Musk, the billionaire CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. Just so you guys, in case you guys did not know, Elon Musk also created PayPal. Okay. So he created PayPal, created Tesla, created SpaceX, and now he just bought Twitter. I mean, the guy is killing the game. He's 50 years old, and like, it's just a champion all the way around. Okay, paving the way for the world's richest man to take control of a global social media platform. Okay, here are 4 things to know about the deal. I don't think he's the world's richest man, though. I think it's isn't Jeff Bezos the richest man in the world? Why did Twitter approve the deal? Musk announced that he had acquired 9% stake in Twitter on April 4th and then proposed to purchase all remaining shares for $54.20 per share on April 13th. Twitter's board of directors did not respond to the proposal, but signaled its opposition 2 days later by introducing a takeover defense measure called a poison pill to make it harder for him to buy more shares. While some U.S. media suggested that the board of directors had begun looking for stable shareholders other than Musk, no one else was able to offer more favorable terms. Twitter earnings have been sluggish with a loss of $221 million for the year ending December 2021. Here's another thing, guys. When it comes to Twitter, right? Twitter has only made profit, I believe, in the year 2018 and 2019. Everything else, they have just posted a loss. Twitter is not making money at all. Okay. And so that right there is also a big indicator that it has just been used as a propaganda mouthpiece, quite frankly. Okay. So there's so many things that are going to happen from this. And I think another thing that's been left out, and I don't think they mention it in this article because mainstream normies don't really care about it, is the shadow banning. Okay. Shadow banning and the banning in general, like the banning of President Trump. God in heaven, I hope Elon Musk unbans President Trump immediately. Immediately unbans him, okay? Because I mean, he needs to put some fear back into this world, in a good, healthy fear. Because China and Russia weren't acting a goddamn fool when Trump was in office, but President Shitpants is in the office now with fucking Vice President Black Lives Matter, and these two idiots are running the country into the ground at an alarming rate. Alarming rate. President Biden, okay, President Biden just fucking said the other day that inflation is an asset, and then also inflation is directly the cause of Vladimir Putin. And it's just like, it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, exactly. President Dementia, President Stutter. Okay. Like, you could put your Biden nickname in the chat. But this guy, it's just alarming to see what's happening to the country, especially with all their woke politics shit, right? So now, Elon Musk said a couple things. He said that one, he's going to work on the whole shadow banning thing, right? Because so you guys don't know, shadow banning is when the social media company hides your profile, hides your account, right? And the reason they do that is because they don't view that your message is worth getting out there. You're not good enough. You're not worthy of getting out there. But if you're like if you cut your dick off, put on a wig, you get a blue check mark, and then they're like, okay, you just get out there and talk about trans people, and we're gonna like push that message out to the youth, to the children, to everybody needs to know about stuff like how to manage your weight. Who gives a fuck? How to properly file your taxes? Fuck that shit, right? How to just like be an entrepreneur, all that stuff. Nah. Chicks with dicks. That's what we need. Okay, yeah, exactly. This is what's gonna say here. Rafferty Berkey, $5 super chat says Elon is making Twitter code open source. That is possibly the biggest and most important change. Exactly. I think he told the developers to upload it to like a repository on GitHub, and so the thing is, I think they've been protesting it because they haven't uploaded anything yet. But he is making it open, right? So everybody can see what the hell is going on. What does it say? I think they already unbanned him. No way. They already unbanned Trump? You kidding me? Nah, I doubt that. I'm checking. No, he's still suspended. I just checked. He's still suspended. But yeah, you know. Oh, shout out to my man Terrence Snyder. Another drink on me. Thank you so much for the 2,000 yen donation, sir. I see you heading out to Singapore in 8 days. I hope you go out there and have fun, and I hope you have a lot of sex with a lot of hot girls. Okay. So, yeah, let's go back to the article here. On April 21st, Musk announced that he had secured 46.5 billion to fund the acquisition by borrowing from financial institutions and investing his own money, pressuring Twitter to seriously consider his proposal. Eventually, the board was swayed, right? Because the bottom line is this. Okay, here's the deal. You could see how much these fucking people. You know why Twitter's sucks and it's shitty, and you know why Netflix is losing so many fucking users and like hemorrhaging money. Do you know why CNN? Do you guys understand? Do you guys know what happened recently with CNN Plus? CNN Plus was their streaming service. CNN Plus, they spent $300 million. $300 million to launch CNN Plus. Do you know how many subscribers they got? They got 10,000 subscribers. They have shut down the fucking service. CNN Plus is not going to happen. Do you know why? People are sick and tired of your woke politics bullshit. People are sick and tired of you forcing homosexuality and transgender shit and women's empowerment shit, forcing it down throats. Now, if you want to enjoy that stuff, that's fine. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. My philosophy is leave me alone. But what they're telling people to do is like you gotta like enthusiastically support these things, or you're a bad person. You're a sexist. You're a racist. You're a misogynist. You're a Nazi. You're a fucking white nationalist. Whatever the fucking like the shameless they go down, the little script that they have. That's what they fucking are always vomiting out. And people are just sick of it. People are just like, leave me alone. And they don't want to see it anymore. I used to use Snapchat, right? Long time ago. Number one indicator a girl's a slut. She has a Snapchat account, by the way. Okay. Um, and just all of the like super woke propaganda on like that Snapchat discovery page. I'm just like, I don't want to see this shit. I don't care. What are you doing? Like, I want to see. I have Snapchat to like send sketch messages to girls, get nudes, and meet them up and fuck them. That's why I use Snapchat. Okay, I'm demographic user. There's one of your demographics, Snapchat. Okay, I don't want to see this lefty woke bullshit because the majority of people don't agree with that stuff. But the thing is, the distributor of this fucking virtual cancer are located in these shithole places. Southern California, New York, okay? And I'm not talking about like the cool New York people. I'm talking about like the super leftist, woke, I'm like a socialite, weirdo New York people, right? Those kind of New Yorkers I hate. I like New Yorkers a lot, okay? But the woke New Yorkers, I fucking hate them. Drown them in the Hudson River. Get out of here, okay? Uh, the competent man, $10 super chat, says Musk was never going to have a problem with buying Twitter. Tesla stock is marginable and just needed to be in any brokerage account, and he could borrow 3x the value. See, you truly are a competent man. You truly are a competent man. Exactly. Everything woke turns to shit, right? So that right there is why, like, people don't like it. People are sick of that shit. People just want to be left alone. I don't want you. Guys, I would never, ever, ever, ever suggest pirating stuff because it's super, super illegal, very easy to do, and very hard to track down people who pirate stuff. Okay. I would never, ever, 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 ever advise people to pirate stuff. But if you did, you wouldn't have to put up with all that woke bullshit. And download speed's only going one direction. That direction is up. you can pretty much download whatever you want for free off the internet, which is highly illegal. I mean, the governments have successfully shut down the Pirate Bay, right? I mean, like the Pirate Bay, they're no longer out there, right? It's not like the government has been trying for years and years and years and years to shut down one of the oldest torrent sites on the planet. But yeah, okay. Anyways, if you're tired of that woke shit, I mean, I am, okay? Like, they gotta just throw like at the end of every woke, like, okay, spoiler alert, double spoiler alert, okay? So in the last 007 movie, right? They like just have to be like woke and like make Q like gay. And they're like, oh yeah, they have to just throw that little like woke thing, like, oh, by the way, here's a gay person, or here's this person, here's this. And it's just like, why is that even like relevant? Right? In Endgame with Captain America at the end, he's talking to like, oh, what about your experience? So I went on a date. How was it? Oh, well, my date was great, and he's so great. And it's a guy talking, and they're like, and we fucked each other in the ass. Whatever, right? It's like, why? Why do we need it? Like, why is this even necessary? Why can't we just talk about the story? Why do you have to force this shit on me? Can't you just like, I am watching this movie to escape from reality. I get on social media. The average person gets on social media to escape from reality, to escape from their shitty life, to like be a little happier for a fleeting moment and enjoy this psychotic existence that we all have to sit around and wait to die through. Okay? Can we just enjoy this for a second without feeling bad for not enthusiastically being like, yes, fucking, I want a guy who cut off his dick to read my fucking nephew's storybook at drag queen story time. Like, can we just leave people? That's the thing. And that's what's happening. People want to be left alone. Okay. And they're just like, okay, fuck it. You know? Disney is getting in shit too. And like Disney used to be untouchable. Disney used to be untouchable. Okay. So, I mean, man, it's just like, eh, it's just so like this. It's just it's insane. It's insane to see all this stuff, but it's good because people are sick of it, right? They're totally sick of it. And exactly, this is exactly what it is. Social programming. Okay. If you watch the documentary, The Social Dilemma, they are literally programming people. Okay. They are programming people. Don't get me wrong. I love social media. If it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't be able to help the thousands of men that I have helped across the world. Okay. I would literally not be able to help people. That being said, there's a double-edged sword, and social media is being used for way more evil than it is being good. And yeah, Walsey says Walt Disney is rolling over in his cryogenic grave, right? Oh man, exactly. The competent man, $2 super chat. Disney drove the Star Wars franchise into the ground. Do you understand how fucking dumb, how stupid, how incompetent you have to be to fuck up 3 Star Wars movies in a row? Do you understand? Like, you are seriously missing multiple chromosomes. Okay? You are literally fully mentally retarded. I could have smoked a joint. I could have smoked a joint and wrote a high out of my mind and wrote a better fucking story as a real Star Wars fan than that woke bullshit that they put out. They tanked the franchise. They tanked it. And it was led by our favorite whore, Kathleen Kennedy. Okay? Kathleen Kennedy, a fucking feminist, woke, Californiaite piece of shit who just leached her way to the top. And we got to give some credit to her because she finessed George Lucas pretty well, you know. But I mean, George Lucas, he's a great guy, but he's made a male and he doesn't understand true nature of women, and he played. and now his legacy is shit. And of course, now Star Wars started making a comeback thanks to two men saving the day, which is John Favreau and Dave Filoni, right? And so that's it's gonna be Dave Filoni. It's not Filoni. Dave Filoni. Okay, but yeah, like this is just the thing. Everything, and then that's the new soundbite from Trump, right? Everything woke turns to shit, including people, right? Nobody, nobody. Think about this, guys. Okay, nobody likes these super woke people. Nobody likes them. Nobody's like, hey, you know that super woke person? Invite him to the party. Be like, oh fuck, you gotta put up with this guy. You know what I mean? So Hersey says, dude, I am not going to Disney Park again. Yes, you are. You're going to Hot Dude Con Disney. How dare you? Anyways, let's go back to the article here. Okay. So the total purchase price, including existing holdings, is $44 billion. The transaction, subject to shareholder and regulatory approval, is expected to be completed by the end of 2022. Twitter will be delisted from the New York Stock Exchange. How will Musk change Twitter? In pursuing his takeover bid, Musk has repeatedly cited his desire to protect freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated, he said. After taking the company's shares private, Musk has pledged to eliminate practices he sees as a form of censorship, such as deleting inappropriate posts and suspending accounts. Look at that. You see? Because that's the thing. It's unfair. There's an unfair fight going on. Competent man is dropping all the dough over here, big guy. $5 says Kathleen Kennedy must have incriminating photos of someone in order to be allowed to destroy the Star Wars like she did. Yeah, I think so too. Okay. But her time's gonna come. Let me tell you something. There's a swinging of the pendulum happening right now. Twitter being taken over by another great thing about Twitter, and that everybody seems to be missing, is a Bitcoiner has purchased Twitter. Elon Musk supports Bitcoin, and a Bitcoin enthusiast now is the owner of Twitter. Jack Dorsey was also a Bitcoin enthusiast, okay, massive Bitcoin enthusiast, and he also, he integrated a lot of Twitter stuff, Bitcoin stuff into Twitter. Like if you put Bitcoin, hashtag Bitcoin, there's like a little Bitcoin thing that goes next to it. Okay. So Amber Heard is going to lose her case to Johnny Depp. Okay. She's going to lose this defamation case. She's being sued for $50 million. And no matter what, even if she doesn't lose, she's being exposed. Okay. She is a literal bed shitter. Okay. Amber Turd, hashtag me poo, has shown the world the depths of insanity an American woman will go to. I was watching some of the trial after the show yesterday, and you could just see that this one was just a calculating, narcissistic piece of garbage. Very sad that Johnny went through it. And I'll be doing a full breakdown here on the channel later this week. But we're going to talk about that. But she's going to lose, and it's going to start. I'm telling you, the women, as usual, got drunk on their power. And now that pendulum starting to swing back, because they thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out there and do whatever I want. Guys, like, okay, cool. Like, we're just gonna fucking pump and dump you, and you want to get married? You want a wedding ring from me? How many dudes have you fucked? How? What? You've done what? How much debt are you in? How many times have you cheated? How many drugs are you addicted to? You're an alcoholic, and I'm supposed to be perfect and marry you? No. And it's it. I think, like I said, this is the pendulum swinging backwards. This is the beginning of it. These are the cracks in the foundation. The biggest thing is going to be this: when people step up and they change these divorce laws in America, they change these child support laws, they change these alimony laws. That shit is fucking criminal. It is unfair to men, It's unfair to the women that get finessed by it too, but so little of them happen. It happens to them. So little of them happens. Okay. I mean, and again, the worst ones are in California. This is where it all fucking started, and New York, right? There's some hot Asian girl giving. She was like interviewing girls. I think her name is Savannah. I forget the YouTube channel or whatever it is. I actually never knew the YouTube channel. Okay, but so the thing is, you have this chick going around on these boardwalks in California talking about this new bill. Okay, there's a new bill in California, and thanks for the donation, Harry. I'm gonna read that in a second. There's a new bill in California that is making it completely legal for a woman to fully neglect her newborn child and let that newborn child die 7 days. If it's within 7 days after the child has been born, it will not be treated as a crime. So a woman can give birth to a child, look at it and be like, you know what? I don't fucking want this thing. Put it in a dumpster. And if that baby dies within 7 days, no problem. That's real. That's fucking real. Okay? That's not joke. That is real. Look it up. Okay? That being said, that shit, when this girl was going on the boardwalk and asking all these other bitches, these people are so brainwashed in that sick part of the country that they are like, do you support this? And they're like, oh, yeah, I think it's okay. And I think like this isn't like totally acceptable. And, like if it's a woman's body, it's her choice. And like if it's legal, it's okay. And it's just like, you bitches are insane. Like literally, you bitches who are okay with murdering a child, you're okay with that as long as Big Daddy government says it's okay, which just shows you the basis of female nature, which is they're naturally just followers. Okay. Yeah. Raymond in the chat says, if it's legal, it's okay. Hitler never broke German law. Slap that yellow star and throw that motherfucker in the oven, right? But it's legal. It's okay, right? Insane. Insane. Okay. Harry G goes 499 super chat says Peter Thiel's speech in Miami Bitcoin conference says it all. PayPal mafia is taking over. I don't know. PayPal's losing a lot of money though. They're pretty fucked up behind the scenes. Silicon Valley must change to outdo China. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. That's what's happening. Oh, sorry, burped there. Oh, gassy. After taking companies shares private, Musk has pledged limited practices. He sees former. Yeah, exactly. The whole that's unfair thing, like the whole banning, and that's another thing. Okay, here's another bitch thing that fucking modern women do that makes me sick. Okay, when they report you on dating apps, when they're like nasty to you, and then you reply back to them, and then they hit the report button, and then your account gets deleted. And even if you paid money, even if you fucking signed up for Tinder Platinum or Bumble Boost or whatever the case may be, right? If all that money, you just lost it all because some fucking entitled slut, literally, because that's kind of chicks use these apps, majority of them, presses the report button. They report your comments, they report your fucking posts. My meme account and Instagram gets reported all the fucking time. Luckily, though, I appeal it and I win majority of them. But that's some bitch made shit too, right? And they're just little like reporting, tattletaling. We should block this. This is inappropriate. This is this. This is that. It's like, who are you? And these companies, they want to err on the side of caution, and so they just do it to cover their ass, and they don't really give a fuck about the user. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Billy Buster says there's no due process on Tinder. Exactly, right? So, it's just not okay. Okay, it's not okay, and people are starting to realize that. DJ says, John, what are you on today? I want some. This is anger and pina coladas at lunchtime. I'm sober now. And then a lot of when I get sun, I get like amped up. I get like energized. When was the last time you guys actually went out and like soaked up sun for like an hour straight? I feel like I'm ready to fight. I'm pumped up. I also had some chicken and rice for dinner. I'm feeling good. Um, anyways, got sidetracked there. But the whole shadow banning thing, that's just really just unfair bullshit. Okay. Because, because here's the thing, right? So I thought we're all supposed to be equal. We're all supposed to be, because this is what these leftist woke fucking freaks are saying. Like, we're all supposed to be equal. We're all supposed to be like loving and like it would stop the hate, blah, blah, blah. You should accept me, right? And but what about me, right? Where's like my movement? Because we gotta accept everybody. Like, what about the guys like me who like to have sex with hot girls and likes to make a lot of money and really doesn't like any of this woke shit? Like, I don't like it. So I have to support you and your 77 genders, but you have to support me and my freedom to not like that shit because I gotta support you, so you gotta support me, right? Because that's gonna be fair, right? And now it's just this whole big clusterfuck of insanity that these monsters have created with using social media. Okay. Um, Incompetent man, $5 super chat. Dropping big bucks today. He says the world needs to be a safe space for the woke ones. Talk about first class losers. Absolutely, absolutely. Ridoka says on a walk in the sun right now. You better take your shirt off. Take your shirt off and stare at people in the eyes and intimidate them. Okay, you get 10 alpha male points for that. uh, anyways, so that's really good too that he wants to stop the banning and that shit because everybody should have a voice. Okay. His stance sparked speculation over the possible return of former U.S. President Donald Trump, whose account was banned from Twitter for violating rules on hate speech and misinformation. Bullshit. However, Trump told Fox News that he's not going back to Twitter and instead plans on staying his own social networking services, True Social. Okay. Musk also wants to increase transparency by disclosing the algorithm that determines the order in which posts appear. Absolutely phenomenal. Among his other ideas are limiting spam bots or programs that would automatically respond to posts, rolling out an edit button that would allow users to amend tweets after posting them. Yeah, that's really important too. I don't know. Twitter is archaic in some ways, man. Okay. So another thing is this, right? The whole bots thing is insane. Okay. I have been like targeted by fake accounts over and over and over again, and Instagram does fucking nothing. And they funnel people into these like fake crypto scams, be like, "Oh, this is MLD. What's up, bro? Hey, man, I'm making so much money." And guys, I love you, but some of you idiots are replying to this person. Okay, like, stop, please stop. Double X $5 super chat. Being woke is the opposite of being awake. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. What are the impacts of this? So after the takeover, one Twitter user pointed out that China is the second biggest market for Tesla vehicles after the US, and Chinese battery makers are major Tesla suppliers. That could put Musk, a champion of free speech, in an awkward position. China is known for its strict censorship rules, and US social media platforms, including Twitter, are banned in the country. Right, who gives a fuck then? The tweet apparently caught the attention of fellow billionaire Jeff Bezos, who responded by posing a question: did the Chinese government just gain a bit of leverage over the town square? After his tweet went viral, he followed up another tweet. My own answer to this question is probably not. The more likely outcome is in this regard is a complexity in China for Tesla rather than censorship of Twitter. Okay. Let me see. There's some other points here. Okay, I can just finish the article. Okay. After the tweet went viral, he followed up. Okay, yeah. Elsewhere in Asia, Musk could face the difficult task of running Twitter in countries whose governments have restricted the use of social media. Sri Lanka, for example, temporarily suspended access to Twitter and other social media platforms in early April ahead of planned protests against the government, right? Yeah, that's fine because people, that's the thing, social media. Okay. Uh, okay, let me just go on a rant. Well, I still got the thought in my head. Here's the deal. Okay, if you guys have read if you have read The Sovereign Individual, okay, so the thing is this, right? governments are becoming increasingly obsolete as human race evolves. Okay, we no longer really need governments. Okay, governments have become more of a burden than they have become something good, right? Governments make all of our lives worse. Okay, in America, when I see police officer, I'm like, okay, like this motherfucker could kill me, and nobody's going to do anything about it. And most importantly, I'll be dead. Okay, uh, DMV awful, paying taxes fucking cancer. Okay, why do I have to pay taxes? Just tell Janet Yellen to fire up that fucking printer and print that money off and run your little scam game without me. Facebook was used to organize revolutions in multiple countries. Twitter was being used to do some. What did they say it was in Sri Lanka? Yeah, Twitter was used for some protests against the government in Sri Lanka, right? I'm not saying the people who are trying to overthrow the government are right, but I am saying that people are using social media. Excuse me. People are using social media, Telegram, WhatsApp to organize and get together and fucking make some revolutions and shit happen. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. And the governments are stepping in and being like, no, you can't do that. Ban the services. But what happens when all this social media and stuff becomes decentralized and you can't ban people anymore? You think you'll be able to ban people in the future coming up? That shit's going to be archaic. Okay? It's going to be archaic. Okay? Um, how does Musk takeover bid fit with the recent regulatory moves? Okay. Created in 2006, Twitter has grown into a major platform for sharing information. It is used more than 200 million people every day, sharing posts ranging from trivial memes to serious news. For Musk, it is an ideal platform for open, unfettered communication. I hope that even my worst critics remain on Twitter because that is what free speech means, he tweeted on Tuesday. But the spread of disinformation online has become a major public issue, as seen during the U.S. presidential election 2016. Rules requiring social network operators to control inappropriate postings have begun to be established in Europe and the U.S. last week. Okay, now this is just blue pill talk here. The European Union agreed to a digital services bill that would require social media networkers to deal with illegal content. Okay, yeah, okay, what misinformation in 2016? Because the only misinformation I know that was endorsed and backed up by fact checkers is that Hunter Biden's laptop is not real. Oh, but now it is real. So do we get to unban all those accounts that got banned for that? Oh no, because you're peasants. We don't give a fuck about you, right? All we care about is pushing forward our fucking, new like social justice warrior Nazi regime. That's the only thing they give a fuck about. It's disgusting. It makes me sick to my stomach. Um, the U.S. Congress is also discussing amending Section 230 of the Communication Decency Act, which has granted broad immunity to social networking companies for the content that users post on their platforms. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said at a news conference on April 25th that President Joe Biden has long been concerned about the power of large social media platforms, the power they have over our everyday lives, has long argued that tech platforms must be held accountable for the harms they cause. Yeah, fuck you, bro. You fucking lies, bullshit, more fucking bullshit lies from everything out of that fucking White House. Fuck out of here. Makes me sick. Makes me sick to my stomach. But this is the beginning of I believe this is the turning of the tide. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Ramus is called the ambulance for the author. Okay. That's what these whole things are. The social conditioning is real. Check out the fucking the movie, the documentary on Netflix, The Social Dilemma. Okay. In addition to that, Netflix is a propaganda machine. Okay. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Okay. TikTok is being used to socially engineer Americans to do dumb shit. Do you guys know that TikTok is not the same TikTok they use in China? What they use in China is a completely different one. I think it's called Douyin. I can't pronounce it well, but it's called Douyin, something like that. But that's the TikTok they use in China. TikTok in America were like eating Tide Pods and doing shit like that, and that's rewarded in the algorithm. That is being engineered to ruin America. Okay, and it's ruining people. And that's the big thing that fucking spread the whole fucking coronavirus pandemic bullshit, and causing people to freak out. Okay, so this is a win, boys. Uh, you know, Elon Musk has even tweeted out like take the red pill and stuff like that as well. Okay, so this is a good direction that we're heading to. Okay, so don't forget this Thursday I've got the Masculine Empowerment Network going live. Don't forget. So go to masculineempowermentnetwork.com, get on the waiting list, drop some heat. Put your email address right here, hit security spot. You're locked in, free, ready to go. And then I'll send out the email for enrollment Thursday. So here's the deal. Tomorrow is supposed to be Tokyo Crypto Show. Charlie's taking time off because he's doing a crypto mindset course. And then I'm going to be flying into Tokyo. I'll be touching down like 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I got to go pick up my dog from Charlie's house. I may or may not do a show. I probably, if I do a show, I may be doing a live reaction and just doing some commentary on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. I've got to put that show together. But even yesterday, I think that is just content for days, just to break down the lies in the courtroom, the body language. I mean, there's so much you can learn from having me doing commentary on that. So I think I'm going to do that. Really look forward to having everybody into the Masculine Empowerment Network. It's going to be awesome. We have another great year coming up. Got the new speakers coming through. James Tusk just said he's going to come speak through it as well. We got all kinds of people. Okay, so I'll be flying out and tomorrow. So wish me luck. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys all for the super chats, and thank you so much for watching. Seriously, even if you don't comment, even if you don't press like, if you don't leave anything, like, thank you guys so much. Please leave a comment if you enjoyed this. If you watched it to this point, let me know you have. Yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.